Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth.
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager and another one. Now, it's important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister around the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
Bagwan family, manners and respect. Now, yesterday in a parliament, Riverton resident come out and talk about, say, the Integrity Commission are not audited, have not been audited for years. Me I talk about when you have dunce politician, we sit down in a seat where bright youth forget. Because we don't know how them they sit down in a politics over 30, 40 years. Riverton material in a parliament, a chat shit. Yeah? 30, 40 years. Riverton dump resident in a parliament yesterday a chat shit. And the Integrity Commission slammed them. It's when they have dunce people. These dunce politicians want to go froze up themselves and rank up themselves with the justice. You talk about retired justice and people have been there. Dirty nasty warmy. Eh? Dirty nasty Riverton material. Riverton dump resident. Chat shit where him no know. Them boy, when them boy are dunce them man there now. What can I eat that dunce all junk we have in a parliament? And what go on here? We have the Minister of National Security. Him naming our WikiLeaks as an organized criminal. Yeah? I mean, what the backside are going to Jamaica? Eh? Look here, man. Like the whole lot need to flush out. May I read something for you from the book of the Gleaner. And listen to this, people. The Integrity Commission defends its financial affairs. Hits back at Warmington. We say them dunce until right now the Integrity Commission embarrassed the whole of them. Me never know, so I saw them dunce, you know. Until when they put the Integrity Commission next to them. I saw me know so them dunce. I used to me know so them dunce long time, you know. All they right fuck, no, they right chuck. All him dunce, you know, people. A big old idiot. All the nice way you hear them and make behind the back of the Integrity Commission. Eh? All the little ball the one the night when father have how much land when take it from people at St. Thomas, so the people at St. Thomas want back their land. Him in there got on with the most. Eh? Because him a lick head with the Riverton garbage. And that I go on when I lick head with bad company, you know. You see, when I lick head with bad company, the rank will rub off on you. Yeah. So let me tell you what I go on now, people. The Integrity Commission has hit back at government member of parliament, Riverton Dump Material Warmington, who yesterday raised a question about the financial affairs of the anti-corruption body and called for an audit to be done before parliament approves any further funding to the agency. On the list of people, them a man say them a lawmaker, dunce as dunce can be. Can we just read this stuff before God to upload it? What the Integrity Commission write, and I'm sure where them file and all them thing there. People, them thing they out there. Never show probably in my next video. Me never put them in the library. My bad, my mistake. Right? Integrity Commission. We must get an audit. This is how they fool Riverton Dump resident. We must get an audit report from the department before the next financial year. There is no way that we are going to approve another $2 billion for department that has not been audited for 2 years. Idiot, you know. Lawmaker don't know nothing. Idiot. And them are idiot in a parliament. That's why Jamaica mash down. Idiot in a parliament. I give the wrong information to the people. The idiot in a parliament, the Riverton Dump resident, I give the wrong information to the goddamn people. Call like a defund, they want to defund the integrity, you know. They want to mash on the integrity act, you know. For cover corrupt Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness, we are pushing money through from Fee bank account, through his parents' account like a damn tunnel, back to his other account. It are the millions of dollars. Andrew Holness, we are take from charity. Eh? According to the Integrity Commission explained by the PNP, they want to take from his own charity. How you got tea from charity, bro?
This is actually one of the more disturbing features, because what the investigation of the Integrity Commission has revealed is that funds were used from a charity. It's called Positive Foundation, Positive Jamaica Foundation, a charity which, you know, by definition would have charitable purposes. And some funds in the region of approximately $32,000 US dollars were diverted to pay for a bond in the name of Mr. Holness.
Or his company, his personal company.
And I believe at some point it may have been either in his or his personal holding company, which he owns 100%. And it remained in that form for the life of the bond until it was called. And it was only after the bond had been redeemed and that transaction was now, in a sense, extinct.
Is it reasonable
that, just allow me to finish, that upon questioning by the director of investigation, that an attempt was made to repay that charitable foundation. So approximately 4 years had elapsed when the funds from the charitable foundation had been used to partially pay for a bond in the name of or for the benefit of Mr. Holness.
And the interest payments on the bond went into him or his personal company's account. And it's only when the Integrity Commission itself looked into this thing and said, hey, but some of the funding for this, 32,000 US of the 94,000 US cost of the bond, came from a charity with which Mr. Holness is very closely associated and is a director. That the necessary rearrangements of the thing were done and the money was returned to the charity. So for several years, he declared that bond as being his or his company's, and he received the payments under that bond.
When you say pay chickini business are going, pay chickini business are going. Because the Hagia say in a parliament. We must get an audit report from the department before next financial year. There is no way that we are going to approve another $2 billion for a department that has not been audited for years. Can you imagine? Lawmaker in a politics in a parliament. Stupid. Spreading rumors, telling lie in a parliament. Just like how the president of the Senate tell lie, say the auditor general, the integrity commission have no power. Don't have the power to refer the parliament to Andrew Holness to the feed. Lie, you know, the Senate of the House, you know. Let's continue. Okay, so I expect that the audit be laid here before March next year, said Riverton Dump Material Warmington during a sitting of standing Finance Committee of Parliament. The Integrity Commission in a media release today described the remarks as alarming. Let me tell you, the man, and I know that people appear idiot in a parliament, you know. People are not idiot in a parliament. All the prime minister himself, sometimes he come out, come do something, me ask who advises a man. I'll be an idiot. The commission said it remains concerned that there are parliamentarians who continue to exhibit a clear lack of knowledge or understanding of the very laws that they are elected to write. You don't hear that? You don't hear that? Pow! In a Riverton Dump Material face. Huh? The commission said it remains concerned that there are parliamentarians who continue to exhibit a clear lack of knowledge or understanding of the very laws that they are elected to write. People, yesterday, me really said the politician them dunce. Me know them dunce long time, you know, but yesterday, they really put them close, put them right next to people with sense. You see clear, say them are dunce. Eh? You see, look about it one from the man with teeth land from St. Thomas, film boy. Up in there, I confused the whole thing, and I thought, well, we confused. We weren't confused. We weren't confused. All we sit there and look is a bald boy being used just like Nigel Clark. When you look a young politician, a water boy. Hold on, a water boy for Andrew Holness. Just like Nigel Clark, water boy. Pernell Charles Jr., water boy. Nestor Morgan, water boy. Lee Matthew, water boy. All on. That is water boy for Andrew Holness. Tell me otherwise. Maybe I missed something. I want somebody to come explain to me. So the anti-corruption agency noted that the boy, them are dunce. The Integrity Commissioner said they dunce, you know. The commissioner said it remained concerned that there are parliamentarians who continue to exhibit a clear lack of knowledge or understanding of the very law that they are elected to write. Yesterday I realized that. The anti-corruption agency noted that the accounting and financial affairs of the commission have been audited every year in its 6 years in existence. I have to tell me, say, Riverton Dump resident didn't know that? Boy, a lawmaker. You understand me? How you been a parliament and don't know them things? The audits in each case have been conducted by an independent external auditor whose appointment has been approved in writing by the Minister of Finance himself. It added, God. Unai that Mr. Some of them parliamentarian have dunce. Riverton Dump Material dunce. That's why I'm axo. Illiterate. That's why I'm axo. Them always send him out, come do the nastiness, and go like say they want to distance themselves from him. I him them I use. He's out here so on behalf of Andrew Holness working and talking shit. The commission noted that this information is contained in its annual reports, all of which have been formally submitted to a table and tabled in Parliament. All of which have been formally submitted to and tabled in Parliament. So Riverton Dump Material, if you stop drink white rum and start do some work, boy, and read a little bit more, kind of look like you're dunce. You look like a fool. What is this? What the hell is this? Somebody share the life. Share the goddamn life. Him come out like he want to defund the Integrity Commission by pulling a stunt like they need to be audited. But the idiot, he must have drunk in a parliament again. He must have drunk in a parliament again. He no know say them people them get audited for the last 6 years. You have a tell me say lawmaker don't know that? You have to tell me, say, lawmaker, to know that you take too much time. I go through the rubble and the garbage down a Riverton dump and I drink white rum. An action it noted, which is required by law. It is required by law for the Integrity Commission to do that. These guys are some retired judges. You think say them get caught with them pants down? You think say the guys not got that all the T's cross and that all the I's and cross all T's? It is obvious that some parliamentarians do not read reports of the Integrity Commission that are routinely tabled in. Me say them dunce. And them around the country pay dunce. Nothing not fix. I pay rum them a drink and chat shit. Most smell like a drunko batty. I be a dunce. Riverton dump residents come out and chat crap. So it is obvious that some parliamentarians do not read the reports of the Integrity Commission that are routinely tabled in the House of Representatives, said the Commission, noting that Warmington is a member of the Oversight Committee and would have access to its annual report. Tell me that now. Eh? Warmington is a member of the Oversight Committee. And you want to tell me for 6 years in the read them report? Yeah? You want to tell me for 6 years Warmington have not done his job? People make it make sense. The people been tabling stuff in the parliament for the past 6 years from the inception. And you want to tell me say the Riverton dump material have not read one of the report that for 1 year. Not even for 1 year. Him said they have never. That means they never read it. Cinema slamming me so make you look at dunce. It is obvious that people from yesterday, me hear Mr. Panton in a parliament, I tell them that, you know. What him I tell them, say them dunce are ignorant and stupid. I never question man about something we don't read. Who not dunce? Promote dunce in a Liberal Party. Who not dunce? Who not dunce? So I said I dunce. I yesterday realized that, you know, come watch the thing, you know, people. Me watch it, you know, me set a time, me sit down and me watch it, you know. And I realized for the first time how much these guys are dunce when placed right next to people who are bright. See that so? Riverton done material in the parliament yesterday, I say. How much them people have not been audited. And they're not going to sign for them get no money because they've never been audited yet. For the past 6 years, Riverton done material have not read the reports that was sent to them. No, man, you can't make this up. So why am I get paid for? For drink white rum? Why am I get paid for? Me ask, what Warmington I get paid for? To drink white rum? Me ask, if Warmington get paid for drink white rum? What Warmington get paid for? That for 6 years you have not read one of the report that is submitted to Parliament? You're dunce, man. You're dunce. Your mouth move quicker than your brain. It is obvious that some parliamentarians do not read the reports by the Integrity Commission that are routinely tabled in the House of Representatives, said the Commission, noting that Warmington is a member of the Oversight Committee and would have access to its annual report. Make this make sense. Make this make sense. Tell me some of the dunce we have in a parliament. Tell me some of the dunce expose themselves every time. The backside. The Commission said, claims therefore that the financial and accounting affairs of the entity have not been audited for years and that no audit report had been submitted by the Commission to Parliament is false. We know that. We know that. May I ask if Warmington get paid to drink white rum? May I ask you know? If Warmington get paid for stay drunk? Is Warmington get paid for company campaign trail and chat shit? Me just ask. Me don't know. Is Warmington getting paid for drunk? Junkie, you know. So me see him. And let him present himself. I might be wrong, but that's how he present himself to I and I. Real junkie. Real junkie. For funky junkie. So you see what I go on there. Them slam the idiot and say, yo, you know, sister, you not read the report. 6 years what a report I got a parliament and the idiot not read it. Open me big mouth yesterday at parliament I look like an idiot. Go read, bro, and stop dig up down a Riverton dump. Go read. What a asshole. Hmm? What a jerk. What an embarrassment. Whoa, me never see them a type of embarrassment all my life. People, what an embarrassment. Me just ask, what an embarrassment. Oh, how about this here? We never see them an embarrassment from a it. That the Integrity Commissioner say you not read. 6 years them send it to Parliament. 6 years straight. Hmm? My God. People, me have it, me I look on it right now, what them send. The 8th annual report. The 6th annual report. Me I look on it right now. But me never said chapter 1 messages, chairman remarks, page 1. Page 2, then you have executive director remarks. Chapter 2, executive summary. Chapter 3, governance structure. So how come the boy never read this? Chapter 3, statutory requirements and content of annual report. I pay done them now, I do not work, people. I be a rum them a drink. Chapter 5, information and complaints. Chapter 6, investigation division. Chapter 7, corruption prosecution division. Chapter 8, corruption prevention stake. These are people. These are the annual report, the Integrity Commission 6 annual reporting. I'm going to tell you about the chapter. They have 18 chapter, and the idiot not read it. Coming up Parliament to chat shit. Way, me mama, I be a dunce around the country. 18 chapters. Come up Parliament, I ain't not read none. Me I look on it right now, people. This is a big old idiot. A big old bugu bugu. Lord God. So even Nigel in a Parliament yesterday go on like say, he never know. Because Nigel could have said something. He said to Nigel, and Nigel makes some remarks like to make it look like, but Nigel could have stood up strong and said, no, you're wrong. Nigel, I tell you, why me say him should have been in the first meeting when the Integrity Commission was there to ask that question. When Nigel could have simply tell the man, say, no, they get them put in a report every year. Nigel Clark could have simple tell the Riverton dump material, no, you are wrong. The Integrity Commission submit their report every year. You just need to read it. See it me, I look on it right as so. The 6th annual report. See it before me right as so. 18 chapters. 18 chapter. Me I look on right as so. And you want to tell me, say, before Riverton dump material got Parliament, go like him have sit the chat about, I owe me big hog mouth. Him couldn't do some reading. Integrity Commission say him not read. They are lying. Lie them a lie, people. Lie. You know? Then they hear Charles attack to the Integrity Commission chairman about some look of nonsense him here on social media, like an idiot. Then look, boy, I can't challenge these people. And they don't have the integrity, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the class, and I'm nothing about them. In a parliament, think them as somebody. What make them believe them run parliament? Them boy think Jamaica for them. Anyway, piece of land there, them can't thief it them and them poop on their family. What them believe Jamaica for them? Eh? How them boy believe Jamaica for them so? Eh?
On statements that have been made.
Since Sebastian, the Integrity Commission, Integrity Commission like a jam idiot. Big old junk them.
September 2023.
Hear this idiot.
When
hear this idiot. Let me tell you something. This idiot called like a blogger. This idiot, Colonel Charles Jr., come like a blogger. You're in a parliament. Your job is about facts. Not blogger and probing. Leave that to bloggers. Leave that to vloggers. You're a parliamentarian, you're in there, come up with the facts. You are mention bullshit, you're here on social media. You're here, brother, what is that idiot, man? What kind of parliamentarian Colonel Charles Jr. be? Oh yeah, it's so tough. A tough head, you know, because you talk about you're confused. You remember this, you remember that, you don't know this, you don't understand. Maybe that job is not for you, idiot. Maybe that job ain't for you. It's not for you, bro. So make a listen to this fool.
To ask of the Commission's perspective in that context on statements that have been made by the Executive Director in September 2023, when following the unfortunate incident on Director Evans, we heard a response saying you should ask the government that, ask them what it means. I note the response in writing, the explanation, but I would like to know objectively, and this is not an attack. In this space, we should be able to have
bullshit, water boy,
and the country wants to know this. So let us put it to rest.
No, a blogger, a bullshit you have started in a parliament. Come with some facts. This is something was set a long time. And you're going to get slammed by Pantan, and you're going to hear some shit that I'm sure the Labour Right Party didn't want to come out. Because you forced Pantan to explain the real shit, what happened. Some stuff the man never want to talk about, you know. But because you know, so dance. I be a dancer around the country, you know. Some pretty boys we right that's gonna look for a few words and attack some look a big words to the Jamaican people. Most of what they talk in the parliament, people understand, you know. Look on America Senate and listen to Jamaica Parliament. Look at who use the most big words. Jamaican politicians, they go at them brighter than everybody else. When they talk, the look poor people don't understand them. The little bottom feeders in Jamaica don't understand them because them go out of them way to make sure them use some big words where people don't understand. Me say, listen when they hear Senate in America, listen them in their talk. Now listen Parliament in Jamaica. Who go like they have more brain? Pay big word them I use. It's designed to go around the little people them. In America, we have so many people with education, but politicians break down everything. They don't chat so. Them a boy find every big word in the dictionary for growing Jamaican people and go on like say, them are somebody. Listen to Duncia.
Today, what, Chairman Pantan, is your perspective on those comments from our Executive Director following such a significant and unfortunate incident? Do you consider those statements to be statements that you would categorize as such that fuel a sort of mood among sycophants and statements within the category that we should be careful of because of how the society would view them? Chairman, I'm very interested in knowing that. And in that vein, I have other issues, but I will ask the chairman that first.
Yeah, blogger.
Move to the other.
Yeah, blogger.
I'm surprised that that statement by the executive director has been raised again.
Again.
The fact of the matter is that those of us who are on the commission were in a position then, at the time of the incident, to understand why the executive director reacted as he did. Now, there were some very serious security concerns. I don't in depth.
Go there.
But I have to say, because I have been asked,
yep,
that Commissioner Anderson, Commissioner of Police Anderson, gave certain instructions.
Let it go.
To one of his senior members. Mm-hmm. And those instructions were not carried out. Mm-hmm. Had those instructions been carried out, the incident may well not have happened in respect of Director Evans. And in fact, Mr. Chairman, as a result of the disregard of the instructions of Commissioner of Police Anderson, mm-hmm, I had to write a letter to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, mm-hmm, copied to the Minister of National Security
Mm-hmm.
exactly 1 week, 1 week before this incident. And there's much more I could say, but the reaction by the ED
Tell me.
was, to our mind, understandable. I leave it at that.
Bow.
People's national.
People.
I'm
You hear that? This boy go open a can of worm. He never expect that response from Mr. Pantan. You say my idiot? You say my idiot? You say this guy is smarter than him all day, every day. You say these guys are smarter than him. I just realize I be a dunce in the parliament, you know. Me know before, you know. But I be a dunce. In a parliament. Be a dunce, people. Listen, I know. What? Idiot. Idiot. Listen. You are going. The smarter people in the other
and you want to know the exact text of the notification.
Hold on. You're another piece. Smart
The first question, whether a person who is being investigated for illicit enrichment is notified by the commission, and you want to know the exact text of the notification. Yes. Now, when a matter is referred on to the Director of Investigation for investigation, for example, illicit enrichment, it is the practice, as I recall it, of the Director of Information and Complaints that he advises the declarant that the matter is being referred. My recollection, and you may correct me if I'm wrong, the letter does not say that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment. And he says that I'm correct. Now, when the matter comes to the Director of Investigation, that matter has to be assessed. There has to be investigation into the matter before the declarant can be advised that they are being investigated for illicit enrichment, because the Director of Information and Complaints doesn't necessarily go in depth with the matter. For me to, at the start, indicate to the person that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment might be a little bit premature because of what the legislation requires, Section 14.5 of the Corruption Prevention Act. So there is preliminary investigation or in-depth investigation. Now, I would also send a letter to the person once I receive the matter to say that this matter has been referred to me. I will not necessarily say that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment for the same reason I mentioned earlier at that early stage. Now, once there is sufficient evidence that this person owns assets disproportionate to their lawful earnings, or there is some evidence of it, some indication, a notice is sent to the person. At the head of the notice, I don't have it in front of me now, there it states what section of what legislation the notice is being sent under, and then it would be section 48 and section 14.5, and the words illicit enrichment are also in the header of the notice. Now, if I may read for you, maybe 2 paragraphs from the notice itself. It says, take notice that the Integrity Commission is investigating the statutory declaration submitted by you for the year so-and-so to determine, among other things, whether there are reasonable grounds to suspect that you have contravened Section 14.5, which is the section that deals with illicit enrichment of the Corruption Prevention Act. And if there are any other legislation that we're looking at the person under, then we'll also state that in this case, there was Section 43.2 of the Integrity Commission Act or any other enactment, and whether recommendations ought to be made hereinafter the investigation. The second paragraph is important. Take further notice that the Commission, from the proceeds of its investigations so far, has determined that you own assets disproportionate to your lawful earnings insofar as have been declared by you. Consequent on the foregoing, you are invited to attend on the commission, and we say what the address is and the date.
and time to be interviewed for the purpose of providing an explanation to the Director of Investigation or is designated for the purpose of answering questions concerning concerning the investigation. And then the notice goes into the areas that will be covered. We provide attachments, so if there are things that need to be explained, those things are attached. For example, it could be a bank statements, it could be land title, whatever the case may be, whatever we need to be explained would be attached to the notice. The notice is dispatched in triplicate. One of the copies would be endorsed by the declarant as having been served on them, and that is returned to the commission. So that is how they are advised that they...
Can you release your mic, Mr.? Oh.
So people, so you see, such man, a lie him a tell. Say you know, say an investigation.
Retiring from Amazon soon, but
that him he say no, all on the people. It's a lie such man that tell. Say no know about him and the investigation. People, lie them and I tell.
I wanted to be confused. We accept that any individual can make a complaint. I'm not going there. I'm going where you initiate an investigation. I want to know the hex of the correspondence sent to the individual, because I need to satisfy myself that the individual is clear about what he or she is being investigated for. That's where I am going, not whether Tom, Dick, or Harry send a complaint and whether it rises to the level of whether it meets the evidentiary bar to be investigated. It is when you commence and what you say to the individual once you commence.
Oh, I hear you, and I hear you well. But I read this piece because it gives a background to what could constitute the investigation, so that the public understands clearly that the investigation may not be that the persons are guilty of anything. Unfortunately, that's the sense that the public gets once it is out there. And I wanted that point to be made clear. And I think the chairman was very clear on it in his report, and it bears repetition. But proceed with the answer. Thank you. Who's making the answer?
Thank you very much, Chairman. On the first point, the first question, whether a person who is being investigated for illicit enrichment is notified by the commission, and you want to know the exact text of the notification. Yes. Now, when a matter is referred on to the Director of Investigation for investigation, for example, illicit enrichment, it is the practice, as I recall it, of the Director of Information and Complaints that he advises the declarant that the matter is being referred. My recollection, and you may correct me if I'm wrong, the letter does not say that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment. And he says that I am correct. Now, when the matter comes to the Director of Investigation, that matter has to be assessed. There has to be investigation into the matter before the declarant can be advised that they are being investigated for illicit enrichment, because the Director of Information and Complaints doesn't necessarily go in depth with the matter. For me to, at the start, indicate to the person that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment might be a little bit premature because of what the legislation requires, Section 14.5 of the Corruption Prevention Act. So there is preliminary investigation or in-depth investigation. Now, I would also send a letter to the person once I receive the matter to say that this matter has been referred to me. I will not necessarily say that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment for the same reason I mentioned earlier at that early stage. Now, once there is sufficient evidence that this person owns assets disproportionate to their lawful earnings, or there is some evidence of it, some indication, a notice is sent to the person. At the head of the notice, I don't have it in front of me now, there it states what section of what legislation the notice is being sent under, and then it would be section 48 and section 14.5, and the words illicit enrichment are also in the header of the notice. Now, if I may read for you,
so such
maybe
man
two
no.
paragraphs from the notice itself. It says, take notice that the Integrity Commission is investigating the statutory declaration submitted by you for the year so and so to determine, among other things, whether there are reasonable grounds to suspect that you have contravened section 14.5, which is the section that deals with illicit enrichment of the Corruption Prevention Act. And if there are any other legislation that we're looking at the person under, then we'll also state that in this case, there was section 43.2 of the Integrity Commission Act or any other enactment, and whether recommendations ought to be made hereinafter the investigation. The second paragraph is important. Take further notice that the Commission, from the proceeds of its investigations so far, has determined that you own assets disproportionate to your lawful earnings insofar as have been declared by you. Consequent on the foregoing, you are invited to attend on the commission, and we say what the address is and the date and time, to be interviewed for the purpose of providing an explanation to the Director of Investigation or is designated for the purpose of answering questions concerning concerning the investigation. And then the notice goes into the areas that will be covered. We provide attachments, so if there are things that need to be explained, those things are attached. For example, it could be a bank statements, it could be land title, whatever the case may be, whatever we need to be explained would be attached to the notice. The notice is dispatched in triplicate. One of the copies would be endorsed by the declarant as having been served on them, and that is returned to the commission. So that is how they are advised that they...
Can you release your mic, Mr.? Okay, so let me just be clear and follow the process. If I'm being investigated, Mr. Beresford would indicate to me that he's referring a matter to you, but he doesn't state the nature of it. You would then write to me to say a matter has been referred to you in relation to me, but at that stage you don't include the specific nature of your investigation. Once you have done your due diligence and weighed the evidence, and you have come to a conclusion that you should commence an investigation, you then write that what I would receive my third correspondence as a declarant then. The first from Mr. Beresford to say you have referred to you. The second from you to confirm that you are in receipt of a referral. And then the third, that having done your preliminary checks, you are now commencing this investigation and you are calling on me to answer these specific allegations or charges. Is that correct?
Correct in every respect, except to say that at that stage we are not commencing the investigation. We are continuing with the investigation, but we are at a stage where we are asking you to explain assets that we find to be disproportionate to your lawful earnings.
And the same principle would apply whether it's an investigation for another matter. So, for example, failure to declare particular assets, etc. The same principle in terms of the process applies, where Mr. Beresford indicates to the declarant that a matter has been referred to you, you acknowledge, and then once you get to a stage where you believe they're sufficient, then you write to the declarant. Is that correct?
Not in all cases,
okay.
Because the illicit enrichment matters are peculiar. It requires that the declarant explain the source of funds for the assets. So it is not done in the very same way, but there may be a time during the course of the investigation that the declarant would be called in to answer questions, for example, under caution, after having collected the evidence and we're satisfied that there is sufficient there to arouse our suspicion that an offense has been committed. then we would call them in at that stage. But each investigation, of course, will turn on their facts.
Oh, there is another relating to this, or right. So I recognize member Charles and then member Mallow Fortes in that order.
Guys, is that brother name tourist minister? Is he tourist minister? Me not trust that guy there. When they can laugh and thinks everything like people are idiots. Him thinks that we're idiots, you know. Me I talk about Edmund Bartlett. We didn't laugh. I don't laughing matter this, bro. To laugh like you think man an idiot. We don't trust you, man. The whole hour that they put on the weight on the career being a crooked man. I mean I look at none of the same anymore. None of them can hurt the country.
Some other statements made in this room about giving orders. The commission takes orders from no one other than the court, and it needs to be understood.
Tell them.
The commission takes orders from no one other than the court. Of course, there is God-given orders which we all obey. And I hope, Mr. Chairman, that the persons who were making those statements, that they will desist, because it fuels, such statements fuel a sort of mood among sycophants.
You're right.
And in the kind of society in which we live, we need to understand that persons should be very careful of what they say. There is a member of parliament who was actually, Mr. Chairman, sent out a document with the photographs of 4 of us, saying that we are bringing down the government. Now, in this climate, for a member of parliament to be doing that, it's reprehensible. And I have not heard any parliamentarian condemn it. And they are sending out, their parliamentarians sending out WhatsApp notes of all sorts of reprehensible things. And I hope that somebody will take the leadership to correct them. We on the commission, we are committed to doing what the legislation permits us to do. That is what is happening. And it is not fair for the employees to be set in a stage where they can be set upon.
So you see Edmund Bartlett there, we not trust him. I cut like a nice guy. We not trust him, boy. Him put him weight and him whole career being a crooked man. How you gonna trust nobody like that? You go. Let me hear about what Mr. Panton say about the leaks. What pissed them off. They don't like him talk, but the truth him I tell them. They don't like me hear it. Let me hear him have to say about the leak. What Mr. Panton have to say about the leak, people. Make me hear him have to say about the leak. Cause them drunk in a parliament. Them man they hurt my feelings in the people. Or them man my back corruption. Straight corruption, them man my back in. Now that's a good example for the youth them. We can't wait for some of them to go to prison, especially Andrew Holness. If they go to prison. Andrew Holness was go to prison, man. 30, 40 years, man. 30, 40 years.
Annual report, Mr.
Listen.
The chairman, it was dispatched to the Parliament in late June. The letter that I signed sending it is dated the 24th of June. And I did notice that no sooner than the annual report left the offices of the Integrity Commission, no sooner than it left the offices, there were public broadcasts of it before it was tabled. And I noticed that it happened also with another report that was sent subsequently, and another report that was sent last week. Now, if it is thought that anyone in the commission is leaking these reports, we would like it brought to our attention, we would like it investigated. Because anybody in the commission who leaks, if it's an employee, instant dismissal. But I find it strange that that all these things would be leaked immediately after it leaves the commission and sent to Parliament. I find it puzzling to understand if it is happening from the commission, why is it that it is delayed, the leak is delayed until it is sent away from the office. I cast no aspersions.
People.
As regards
people, this is what Dirty Tavares Finson want the man apologize for. That's the statement where the brother give. He want to apologize for. What the lie in what the brother tell? We all know, say, we not hear nothing from the Integrity Commission. We in the media. When we hear something go on, we are look. We are searching Integrity Commission page. We know say them no leak. But anytime we hear, say, the Integrity Commission sends something to Parliament, we know so we must go over nationwide. Go sit down and listen for the leak. Every blogger know. Every time the Integrity Commission send a report to Parliament, we know so we must go over to Cliff Hughes and nationwide. Go sit down and hang around. We're going to hear some leak. Why is that? Now, why Tom Tavares want this brother to come apologize to him? For what? Tom Tavares, you need to come explain to us, Tom Tavares, what the hell you do over St. Anne and you now vote over there in a night time. Why you do for piss off the electoral, the toll worker who is a labor right? Why you do stink up the place so much that you think say despicable, you must not touch her? You need to come explain this.
Yeah, you know. Back is not supposed to the commandant. No, back supposed to go wrong. Back supposed to come out of the car and go straight in a police. You must see. Where they are there? Come on, man. We're not fool. At the election, I run. I never see this yet. Oh, joking thing on the pan. See if your box in there, any feeling when you watch it, put your box in there, put in the president officer, carry them out. I want to know about Junior. Junior. Why not? Come here. Diane, when you're there.
I go for the box to that, sir.
Them police, yeah. The presiding officer go past. Me never see boxer ground, boxer going in a EOJ. Me downstairs. Me no want nobody touch me. Me want to box them. Go in the office. Me not supposed to box them. That's wrong.
Yeah, get that.
Me not in this.
Yeah, let's try to get to go on. Go, but if it's full,
the man of them take box them from me. No, but no, then you box them. No answer. I'm a tell council don't sell me no without it.
Let me ask a question. Tom Tavares Finson. What the hell you and Big Ed Fitzhenley I do this so that the time of night? I vote, you don't go vote. What I do over there? We need investigation on this, you know. What I do over there? Royal guys went over there to stuff the ballot so that little Matthew can get him 10,000 votes like him thought he would have get. Is that why you guys go over there? Because stuff ballot, you and Big Head, the boy named Henry used to work on nationwide. Come to think about leaking. Come to make a talk about leak. Talk about leaking. Remember at Fitzhenley, Abka Fitzhenley, whatever the backside the big head boy name there. Him used to work on nationwide, don't it? I even noticed that him and Tam Tavares Pinsel a walk here, so not true. Me I wonder if at a boy there, if a Tam Tavares leak it to him and him take it to nationwide. Me I wonder if that are the chain, come here say him and Tam Tavares rolling up. Remember, when them send it to House, them send it to the President of the Senate, Tam Tavares Pinsel, the Prime Minister wife, who the Speaker of the House, and they send to the next Deputy Speaker of the House. But every time the President of the Senate, Tam Tavares, him get everyone. So me I wonder if a Fitzhenley where I walk up and down with you, you are leak the document to carry it right back to nationwide. Where I ask, is it Fitzhenley I leak the document back to nationwide? Is it you, Tam Tavares Pinsel, the Senate of the House? Are you leaking the documents to Fitzhenley and Fitzhenley take it to nationwide? Is that the chain? Is that the connection? We want to know. And why is it you who are come out and talk about you need apology? And for what? The man never called the name. So why if we want to have a rock stone over there? I want Vice Mayor answer to you. I want hug me your ball out after Mr. Pantan thing Rockstone, Tam Tavares, Pinsel, and it's you. So that's why I have a question to ask you. Is the leak coming from Parliament to the radio station and the news media in Jamaica? Is it coming from the President of the Senate? Through Abka Fitzhenley? To nationwide, because him used to work on nationwide. Is that what's going on? Or is it the Prime Minister's wife a leak? We want to know. Is it Deputy Speaker a leak? Look at so now said big head Abka Fitzhenley with Tam Tavares Pinsel this darker night. Pissing off the toll worker like some skullduggery are going and she don't want to get in it. Me know them not go over there for vote. What them go over there for do? Interfere with the election to stuff the ballot boxes? Watch yourself.
Boxes are supposed to come and dance.
No box up the ground. Box supposed to come out of car and go straight in a polling. You must see. Where they are there?
Come on, man. We're a fool.
At the election, I never see this.
Look again. The biggest black brother is with the eyebrow shape like a girl. A him. You saw eyebrow shape thin. Now the Abka Fitzhenley that. The eyebrow shape like a woman. Sissy looking. Yeah, look again.
Boxes are supposed to come and dance.
No box up the ground. Box supposed to come out of car and go straight in a polling. You must see. Where they are there?
See them?
Come on, man. We're a fool.
At the election, I never see this yet. Oh, joking thing on the panel. See if your box in there, any feeling where you want to put your box in there, put in the fridge, I want to know about
Junior.
Bueno.
Come here.
Diane, where you there?
I go for box to that, sir.
Them police, yeah. The presiding officer, me never see box of ground, box of going in a EOJ. Me downstairs. Me no want nobody touch me. Me want to box them. Go in the office. Me not supposed to box them that ground.
Yeah, get that.
Me not in a this.
Yeah, let's try to get to go on. Go, but if it's full, you
box them. Come on, them take box them from me. Nobody in here box them. No answer. I'm tell council don't sell me no without the.
You look like the Labour Party full of pay, batty man. Or someone that's a sheep up there in your eyebrow. So, them are what? Them are woman or them are man or them are transmission. How do them? Me I wonder if they leak. Me I ask you, is this leak to nationwide through that big head boy here, through Tam Tavares Pinsel? Man, I not respect for you, because I not respect for the country, I not respect nobody, So man, I not respect for you, The big head boy Fitzhenley. More have to know if the leak to nationwide and the rest of news I come to nasty Tam Tavares Pinsel, where gunman breed their daughter, known gunman, I may ask, what make gunman their yard? Me get to understand, say, are you the represent the gunman? You are the gunman lawyer. The known gang member will breed their daughter. Eh? How come that happen? I may ask them boy don't deserve no respect, you know. You have gunman and breed a daughter. Who you gonna talk to, boy? Who no can talk to, boy? And I can ask decent man boy to come back, come apologize to you. Eh? The man never call no question, no the man no call no name. So when make you come out and want the man to apologize to you. You sound guilty, brother. So that's why I ask you. If you are give the information to Fitzhenley to give to nationwide, then whatever that's where the leaker come from, who need to be investigated, you know? They need to start investigate electronic devices. And then the investigation need to start from a 3 hours in the parliament get it. Start from there so the investigation. Start from there so the investigation. President of the Senate, House Speaker, Deputy House Speaker. Yeah? And that's how we need to start investigation from. Start to check devices. Only need a forensic investigation to find out which one of the 3 are you. You know hard enough, because there's 3 are you. You know hard to find out which one on a leak. It's not hard to find out which one on a leak. They need to do some investigation for you. And nobody never call your name, Tom Tavares Finson. So why you come out and want apology? Apology to who? Eh? Apology to who? Go apologize to your daughter. You're there, make your gunman go screw your daughter, breed her. And somebody call me and tell me, say, 2 picnic the gunman have with the daughter. And what you did there? You did drunk too? Like the whole on a drunk to backside. What you did there when gunman there with your daughter, breed your daughter, and knock up your daughter? And known gunman that was murdered in a hail of bullets on the streets of Jamaica. And words of it on the streets that them know who do it. And your name a call, you know? Your name a call. So you turn your picking them in a orphan. Your name a call, you know? You make them fatherless. So did you order the killing of your grandpicking them father, Tom Tavares Finson? Did you? Because people on the road are calling him, you know? Did you order the dirting of your dog paw? Did you order it? Me want to know, man. Me hear rumors on the road, all these allegations are swirl around. Me don't, you know, something I like to sit down and talk to you, Mr. Finson. Me don't like to sit down and talk if you order the killing of your own daughter, your son, them, your grandpicking them father. Me want to know. Because we're up on the street and we can't get no clear answer. So who would have best to answer this so we get a clear understanding that Tom Tavares Finson, the president of the house. Come on, come tell me. Come on, come tell me how gunman get to breed your daughter. What was the relationship between you and him? Come on, come tell me how Dog Paw was killed. People say, are you involved in it, you know? Because they say the girl that got married to him. They say the daughter that got married and all of a sudden Dog Paw dead. That is just rumor. Me don't like to hear from you how Dog Paw dead. Me don't have respect for the now, you know. The gloves are now to Ras. No respect for the now, you know. Because you don't show respect to taxpayers. You don't show respect to nobody. You don't respect the office in the whole. You don't respect us. No respect for you drunk crow. Me done with the respect. Me want to know how come gunman get to tear off your daughter draws. Me want to know and breed her. You come tell me that, Clark. You tell me. You tell me how gunman get to going for your daughter. A man like you, what, creme de la creme? How is it a street boy, gunman, one of the most notorious gunman of Jamaica, get to breed all a man like your daughter? How him get to play your daughter draws? But what would I like to do? How him get it? Were you using him as a bodyguard? And him a come in your yard? Was he washing your car? Was he a lawn man? Ma cut your grass in your yard? Was he a hitman? Who was he? How come Dog Paw get to breed a daughter? I don't come in dead. Someone of a go, who not fit for office. Someone of a go for yourself. And we're going to tell the people the truth. Who not have respect for no office, one hole. No respect for the office, one hole. So how if you have respect for who? Tom Tavares, come here. Are you a leak to nationwide? Are you giving the big head boy if you go leak over there? Can you so what them here? Are you giving the big head boy the report for go leak nationwide? Why you alone are come out and have problem with what the man say and want an apology? Are you the one leaking to the big head boy? More of you know. I'm a take nationwide with him eyebrow shave off like a gal. Look again.
Box is not supposed to the commandant.
No box up with that ground. Box supposed to come out of car and go straight in a police. You must see. Where they are there?
Come on, man, when a fool.
At 8 election, I run. I never see this yet. Oh, joking thing on the pan. See if your box in there, any feeling where you want to put your box in there, put the president officer, carry them out. I want to know about all
Junior.
Why not?
Come here, sir.
Diane, where you there?
I go for the box to that, sir.
Them police, yeah. The presiding officer got back there. Me never see box of ground, box of going in a EOJ. Me downstairs. Me no want nobody touch me. Me want to box them. Go in the office. Me not supposed to box them that ground.
Yeah, get that.
Me not in a this.
Yeah, let's try to go on. Go, but if it's fool, you
box them. No matter what them take box them from me. Nobody then you box them. No answer. And the tell council don't send me down without it.
See what him a do over there. What time Tavares Finch I do over there for piss off the woman at the time of night there. What him a do over there? Him vote over there? Him a the big head boy. Them vote over there? Them vote over there? Some I wonder about him and the big head boy leak the documents to the media. Me wonder if I'm the big head black boy that was shave off him eyebrow. The fathead boy who used to work nationwide. More wonder about him. Them boy don't deserve no bumbucket respect. They forgot it. Respect way. After they don't respect way. They don't respect their office. F off, all of them. No respect for them. They don't respect way. Gloves off, man. Gloves off. You don't respect nothing when I don't respect to you. They don't respect taxpayers. They don't respect we. We're not nothing to them. So we don't respect them. Most right honorable dog shit. No power no. Go away. This is when I brought to my president of the house, one man come, man with decent man come apologize to man where gunman a fuck your daughter. Man, go from your summer. Go, man. You know they have shame. You think of gunman a school with daughter, may I come talk? Go away, man. Where were you? What kind of father you be? Eh? Gunman will get killed on road, breed up a daughter. Go away, man. It's your damn shame. That me say let your daughter down then. You feel a child. Go away, man. Who are you? That bunch of goddamn crook in office, you know, and things that people must respect, you know. Me not no respect for none of you. I want to show you that, you know. I want to show you something and respect for us. Your prime minister has get caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Taxpayers' money is involved. I want to show you something and respect for nobody. Nothing to see here. A lie and a hide for a crooked man. We have destroy the Integrity Commission that is there for us. Integrity Commission of the taxpayers is for the Jamaican people. The Integrity Commission did report on PNP and labor rights. None of them feel happy. Nobody feel happy when the Integrity Commission come out on them. Bunting, Ian Hills was not happy. Dwayne Vaz was not happy. The one of them come out, come cry like a little swine on social media. I beat all three of them. Bunting, Dwayne Vaz, I'm going to beat the next one. All of them people. Ian Hills, all of them may beat on social media verbally. Believe me. When them come out, come yap up them out about the Integrity Commission because I believe and I trust in the Integrity Commission, integrity over dirty politician. Every day, all day. Me not give a PNP labor right. I believe in the work what the man them do. Kind of no rookie over there. As on see yesterday, are some decent people with brain. Go around the politician and say, who are the damn idiot? And yesterday, for the first time, we can see the big idiot in the politician that we have. I say, how they right to this year? Kuya. How they right fuck him? No, me mean they right chuck him. All him thinks they man has some sense. Come always in a parliament and go like he know about law. When the real man they know about law, sit down yesterday. President Charles Jr. will claim saying he know about law. He did no shit. He was pissed yesterday because he didn't like the answer from real general. They right fuck me, mean they right chuck him. He don't know if he do. Him shut up most of the time and quiet. You talk about a brother will love to chat like him no law. He was quiet when they see real scholars of the law. Real scholars of the law sit down there yesterday. Look at dog shit the whole hour. No more respect for you. No more respect for my peers to you. Because not show no respect to us. When a man is caught with under the cookie jar, he need to step down, go sit one side. Go face the law, go face the consequences. You don't sit down there and put a shield around him like taxpayers don't see. You don't have no respect to us. How about you have respect for you? More fear from Tam Tavares. How come gunman get to screw your daughter and knock her up our 2 times here breed her? The 2 picnic get from her. How come? How come? Eh? Was he a yard boy? Him a wash your car? Were you defending him as a criminal, as a lawyer to a criminal? Was he a client? Was he doing work for you? Me no know. Me want to hear from you. How come gunman get to breed your daughter? How come gang member get to breed your daughter? Me no respect for no. You don't respect for yourself. Go away from here. Someone don't deserve. Me said the found out for God jail. And the found out they sit down for God jail, you know. People, tell me what thing in the comment section. Me done with them drunk or ya. Because me done show respect. Where respect now come back to it. No respect now come to I and I. None. Dog shit them. Thank you for watching this video, people. I'm out.
We all see what's happening with Andrew and the Integrity Commission. So let me explain it to you as best as I can in layman's terms based on what my understanding of the article and the documents that I've read are. So essentially, Andrew Holness and his wife owned a number of companies. In their earnings reports over the last few years, there are some inconsistencies in the growth of their earnings and their net worth and assets and deposits. So essentially, what the Integrity Commission is now saying is that in order for them to certify his earnings, they would need to have a further breakdown of his expenditures and expenses for each of the companies. So they would need that in order to then go ahead and certify and say he's okay. So essentially, Andrew is saying that he's not willing to give them that because that is a breach of his privacy. So what he is now challenging is a portion of anti-corruption legislation, saying that is unconstitutional because what they're asking for does not protect his privacy. And everything that's in the Constitution, such as the right to privacy, it takes precedent, meaning that it supersedes anything that comes after, such as like anti-corruption legislation. So if, in essence, it breaches his constitutional right for privacy, then he does somewhat have a case. Now, I'm a huge supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. Everybody knows this. However, at this juncture, I'm not able to continue to make excuses for the Prime Minister. What he is attempting to do is actually quite disgraceful and disappointing. Years from now, we will look back at the Andrew Holness tenure and be disgusted at some of the things that we have allowed to happen. Now, while I have genuine love for Andrew and I think he is much better of a leader than the opposition, I think that there are a lot of blunders that have happened in his leadership. The Prime Minister's wife being in representational politics has always caused ethical concerns. The fact that he snuck her in as a member of parliament and then promoted her to Speaker of the House is highly inappropriate. And while I don't question her effectiveness, as I think she's excelled in both roles, it's definitely always been a conflict of interest. While I've traditionally supported the Jamaican Labour Party and Andrew Holness and his administration, I think that it would be in very good taste if he just gave them what they wanted. It would also show that he respects the Integrity Commission and the anti-corruption legislation. The fact that he's going to these lengths to not comply with their requests shows that he has a lot to hide.
People, just thank you for watching this video. All I want to say, manners and respect to each and every one. We're tuning to them video for the country. We have fight for the country, people. Fight dirty, nasty, stinking politician who believe say them own Jamaica. You know, say the boy them go like they own Jamaica. Look on them, man. Don't let go like people tell the truth. Don't them boy go like say Jamaica for them. They see piece of land they go take it. They go like say Jamaica for them. The law not apply to them. They go like say Jamaica for them. Look here, man.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a prime minister, and is a prime minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want Labour rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable. and start making excuses for them.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our joy, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. Calls for us to think and think deep.
Mr. Prime Minister, Minister of Health and Wellness, those of you who craft this order, I don't know what to say to you, but the Holy Ghost within me tells me that this order is working against the church, is working against the body of Christ. Mr. Prime Minister, I was watching a program last night and you declare me to be your good friend. My good friend, I'm telling you, sir, this order, God gets no glory out of it. And it's making the society worse than it ought to be. You're crippling the fountain of life that gives life to the nation. You're blocking the well. Somebody give me a chance in this house and plant this. You're blocking the well. You're stopping the fountain. Loose the church, loose the church, loose the church, loose the church, loose the church. You're destroying the foundation. And if the foundation be destroyed, what can a nation do?